It's the one thought that's repeated itself in my mind since I walked into the suite. That I can't let this be the end. That I shouldn't put her through a scene like this. What right do I have if I can't even bring myself to say it out loud? Snapdragon is the safe word either of us can say to instantly end our arrangement. Instead of speaking it, I've gotten us the presidential suite at the Drake, crystal vases on every surface, overflowing with hundreds of snapdragon blooms. I've got to stop this. I think again. But I'm paralyzed, staring inertly at the general manager's card on the nightstand while my hand palms my phone. I'm keystrokes away from making the call that will put this all in reverse. What we're doing still has to end, but it doesn't have to be like this. I can find a different way. My mind hurtles to think it all through. First, I'll have the hotel disable her key, and I won't answer the door when she knocks. That way, she'll be forced to go back down to the front desk. When I'm sure she's back in the elevator, I'll leave the suite and meet her downstairs. I'll stall her with a drink at the bar for an hour or however long it'll take. That's when I'll have the staff remove all traces of snapdragons from the room. We'll make it back up here eventually and have the romantic weekend getaway she thinks she's walking into. I'll call Dale with my resignation on Monday, extricating myself from the job transfer I've just accepted and the promotion I've worked tirelessly to achieve for more than 2 years. I'll still have to travel to Sydney for a while, long enough to wrap things up. In the meantime, I'll figure out how to have a different talk with Darby about a different ending for us. Then I hear it, the door closing, and I know she's arrived. A look back at the clock on the opposite nightstand confirms that I've let time slip too far. I close my eyes for just a moment, half steeling myself for the inevitable, half ruining the day I ever dreamt up this plan. A clean ending to our arrangement was what she said she wanted, but nothing about this feels right. When I hear a dull thud, my stomach plummets. But I have no right to be gutted. I agreed to this too. Friends with benefits with absolutely no strings. So I stand on legs far braver than my heart and walk from the bedroom to the grand entryway of the presidential suite. A lump forms in my throat as I see her first tear fall. "When do you leave?" She asks it so calmly that I know she knows about Sydney. Though, by the rules of our arrangement, I needed no excuse. Snapdragon was our exit hatch. I hadn't actually said it, but a room full of snapdragon blooms was my not-so-subtle means of invoking it, the safe word either of us could use to put a stop to us. "Tomorrow." "How did you find out?" "Andrew. He didn't mean to tell me. He thought I knew." I'm walking toward her when another tear falls. I begin to apologize because she deserved better than to find out the way she did. "It's better like this." She shakes her head, sniffling some of her tears away. All I want to do right now is hold her, but I can see she doesn't want to break down. Neither do I. No messy breakups. That's the shitty part, right? She'd spoken those words over a year ago. This whole scene was about sticking to them. I hate this, but I owe it to her. "So we have tonight?" I can see her try to strengthen her resolve. I nod as I take her hands in mine. "I missed you when I was gone," I choke out. I've never spoken these words to her before. "I missed you, too." "I miss you every time I go," I say, because if the agreement is really over, I'm throwing the rules out the window. "So do I." I tuck her under my arm and pull her close as I coax her inside. I don't let myself think about how different things could be if we hadn't lied to each other for so long.